Hello everyone, welcome to China Watch. Recently, the Chinese Communist Party is facing increasingly difficult times. On December 5, the international rating agency Moody's adjusted China's sovereign credit outlook from stable to negative, openly expressing pessimism about the CCP's economy. This is undoubtedly a significant blow, adding insult to injury. However, the troubles don't end there. The espionage scandal involving Qin Gang, the former Chinese foreign minister, which had been relatively quiet for 4 months, has resurfaced with rumors and speculations, delivering another blow to the already vulnerable CCP regime. In this episode, we will discuss the resurgence of the Qin Gang case and the potential repercussions for the Xi Jinping administration.
On December 6, Politico, an influential U.S. media outlet, published an unsigned report on its European edition, citing unnamed sources within the Chinese government who have contacts with Beijing's top leadership. According to the report, during his visit to Beijing on June 25, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Andrei Rudenko informed Xi Jinping that Qin Gang, high-ranking officials in the rocket force, and former Defense Minister Li Shangfu had been compromised by Western intelligence agencies. Politico also quoted 2 anonymous sources, claiming that Qin Gang was tortured to death or committed suicide in a military hospital in Beijing in July. The article's headline was sensational: China's Xi goes full Stalin with purge. This report immediately caught public attention, sparking discussions, and receiving coverage from international media outlets such as Voice of America, Radio France Internationale, Radio Free Asia, and various independent media. It triggered a wave of opinions and speculations. Regarding the authenticity and credibility of the report, opinions are divided. The focus of controversy mainly revolves around the determination of Qin Gang's death and the logical coherence of the evidence chain mentioned in the report. However, there is a consensus on the dark political landscape, official purges, and the potential crisis for the Xi Jinping regime highlighted in the report. Since his meeting with Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Rudenko on June 25, Qin Gang has disappeared from the public eye. A month later, on July 25, he was removed from the position of foreign minister. On October 24, during the 6th session of the Standing Committee of the 14th National People's Congress, Qin Gang and Li Shangfu were both announced to be relieved of their state councillor positions.
It is evident that Qin Gang's political and social demise is inevitable. Whether he is physically deceased or not remains uncertain, and there is no concrete evidence available to the public. Chen Hong, the wife of former Premier Li Keqiang, was coerced by the CCP not to disclose more information about Li Keqiang's funeral to the outside world. This control over sensitive information demonstrates the CCP's ability to act with impunity. If Qin Gang is still alive, the authorities would likely not allow rampant rumors. They would at least hint or coerce Qin Gang's family to release information indicating that he is still alive. However, to date, there has been no such information from official channels.
Moreover, the CCP has a history of secretly executing high-ranking officials. According to former PLA Navy Colonel Yao Cheng, Wang Shui, the former deputy commander of the PLA Navy, was secretly executed for attempting to assassinate Hu Jintao. Wang Shui, instigated by Jiang Zemin, launched 2 warships in the Yellow Sea during the May 1 holiday in 2006, firing at a missile destroyer carrying Hu Jintao. 5 naval officers died on the spot. Regarding espionage cases, the CCP is ruthless and unforgiving. Yu Qianqing, the former director of the North American Intelligence Bureau and director of the Foreign Affairs Bureau, defected to the United States, exposing CCP spy Jin Wudai. Yu Qianqing was assassinated by the CCP after escaping to Latin America in 1986. Liu Lianquan, the former deputy chief of the General Logistics Department of the PLA and major general, was recruited by Taiwan's Military Intelligence Bureau. During the 1996 Taiwan Strait Missile Crisis, Liu Lianquan provided crucial intelligence to the Military Intelligence Bureau, revealing that the DF-15 short-range ballistic missile of the 2nd Artillery Corps, now Rocket Force, was empty, without live ammunition. However, he was inadvertently exposed by then Taiwanese President Lee Teng-hui and publicly revealed to be a spy. Liu Lianquan was arrested and executed by the CCP for treason. In December 2006, Li Bin, the former deputy director of the Asian Department of the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs and ambassador to South Korea, was arrested for providing information related to Kim Jong-il's visit to China to South Koreans. In September 2014, Ma Jisheng, the CCP's ambassador to Iceland, and his wife Shong-yu were arrested by the CCP's National Security Department for leaking state secrets to Japan. Their fate remains unknown to this day. The United States is considered the CCP's archenemy. Espionage cases involving defection to the United States are particularly abhorred by the CCP. In 2017 and 2018, major U.S. media outlets, including the New York Times and Voice of America, reported multiple times that the CCP killed or detained nearly 20 CIA informants between 2010 and 2012, undermining the U.S. intelligence collection network in China. One informant was shot dead in the courtyard of a government building in front of his colleagues as a warning.
If Qin Gang collaborated with the Rocket Force to leak nuclear weapons information to the United States, the CCP would undoubtedly act ruthlessly, despite his previous prominence under Xi Jinping. Furthermore, the fact that Xi Jinping received intelligence from Russia about internal affairs is a blow to Xi's authority. If true, Putin's influence over Xi Jinping could have played a role, using Xi to eliminate pro-American Foreign Minister Qin Gang.
However, this possibility is unlikely. After the 20th Party Congress, Xi Jinping completely controls the decision-making power in CCP foreign policy. Qin Gang and Wang Yi cannot play a leading role, and Qin Gang, compared to Cui Tiankai, appears more hawkish. Whether he is genuinely pro-American is unknown to the outside world. On the other hand, if Russia does not possess conclusive evidence, Xi Jinping would not easily take thunderous action against both the military and the diplomatic system.
This leads to a crucial question: why would Qin Gang, who rose rapidly to the position of a deputy national leader within a few years, with a bright future and close ties to the top leadership, defect to the United States? This seems to be the key logical core of the Qin Gang espionage case. The cause lies in the CCP's officials' corrupt genes.
The handling of the Qin Gang incident has released 3 layers of information to the public. The outermost layer of information released by the CCP is from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson, who explained to the public that Qin Gang disappeared from public view due to health reasons. This is the most formal, least believable, and least heated lie so far. The second layer of information comes from a report by the Wall Street Journal on September 19, quoting Beijing insiders, indicating that the Qin Gang incident has reached the provincial and ministerial level and is related to lifestyle issues, implying an ambiguous relationship and surrogacy controversy with Phoenix TV's well-known host Fu Xiaoqian. The CCP not only conveyed this information to the provincial and ministerial levels but also allowed it to spread on the internet, achieving wide publicity. The CCP's goal is unclear. Why did the CCP adopt completely different approaches to handling the Zhang Gaoli and Peng Shuai incidents compared to the Qin Gang Fu Xiaoqian incident?
Avoiding the real issue and concealing the truth is the eternal logic of the CCP in handling political crises. The Zhang Gaoli Peng Shuai story forcefully covered up the high-ranking official's scandalous truth, dealing a blow to the CCP regime. The Qin Gang Fu Xiaoqian story is about concealing the truth of a high-ranking official's rebellion. The love affair was downgraded to a smokescreen. Qin Gang's defection is the third layer of information released by the CCP and the core plotline of Qin Gang's downfall and death.
Rumors circulated in August and September, and the December 6 Politico article both claimed that Fu Xiaoqian was a double agent for both the CCP and the West. The article revealed that the University of Cambridge, where Fu Xiaoqian studied, is a recruiting ground for intelligence personnel from MI6. Qin Gang's downfall, orchestrated by a beautiful woman, aligns seamlessly with this narrative. The CCP's black gangs are adept at using seduction to bribe political leaders worldwide. However, CCP officials accustomed to debauchery are often ensnared by the seduction. 2 typical examples are worth mentioning. One is Jiang Zemin, who fell for a KGB seduction during his studies abroad, frolicking with Soviet spy Kravchenko. After coming to power, Jiang was blackmailed by the Soviet Union, leading him to betray millions of square kilometers of national territory to Russia. The other example is Jiang's associate, Xi Jinping, the former Minister of Finance. According to information disclosed by WikiLeaks, Xi Jinping was forced to resign in August 2007 due to succumbing to a Taiwanese seduction. Along with Xi Jinping, other officials who shared a Taiwanese female spy included then Sichuan Party Secretary Du Qinglin, Sinopec Chairman Chen Tonghai, and Qingdao Party Secretary Du Shicheng.
The recent revival of the Qin Gang case by U.S. media outlet Politico is undoubtedly putting pressure on the Xi Jinping administration. Regardless of whether Qin Gang is dead or alive, or if the espionage case even exists, the political chaos within the CCP is apparent. If Qin Gang indeed collaborated with the rocket force to leak classified nuclear information to the United States, the possibility of a thaw in U.S.-China relations is unlikely. The Biden-Xi summit would merely be a splash caused by a large stone in the water.
In front of Xi Jinping, there is not only an economic downturn but also political loyalty and military security at risk. Li Keqiang's mysterious death, Qin Gang's uncertain fate, and the vacant position of the defense minister for half a year without any explanation are all sources of unpredictable risks. Former PLA Navy Colonel Yao Cheng revealed that if possible, at least 30% of military officers in the CCP's military system would like to provide intelligence to the West for their own escape routes. On December 8th, the CCP held a meeting of the Politburo, promising high-level openness next year. This appears to be a hasty response to Moody's negative credit rating for the Chinese government, large state-owned banks, and key central enterprises. The unchanged system of the party controlling everything, intense national security involvement in the economy and finance, and the looming national security law suggest that these political operations, contrary to economic development laws, will not be eliminated. High-level openness is just a soap bubble blown by the party's mouth. The meeting also emphasized the stimulative effect of active fiscal expansion on the economy. However, excessive debt does not necessarily mean finding new economic growth points. Enormous debt pressure and weak domestic demand may likely push the economy into a deflationary channel. Since the 20th Party Congress, the CCP has been unable to produce the expected results, likely due to economic stagnation, political turmoil at the top, and internal personnel chaos.
The deaths of Stalin and Mao Zedong were considered the only correct things they did in their lives. Today, when communist ideology has been discarded by history, Xi Jinping's dream of a communist China is undoubtedly a regression in history. If not stopped, the outcome could be even more tragic. Okay, that's it for this episode. If you enjoy our program, feel free to subscribe,